we're going to do something that we haven't done with the other authors that we've had on the show. Dwayne Vernon is actually going to read an excerpt from the book for you all, so he can help you all connect with the book. Vernon, if you're ready, we are.
So let me just put this disclaimer out there. I don't know if you ever seen the show Let Me See Your Voice. I am not a singer, so I'm putting a disclaimer out there. But to kind of set the stage, think of Mama Flora. I don't know if you ever seen the movie Soul Food and the grandmother that passed away.
Mm-hmm.
I call them
Yes.
big mamas, and we don't have them anymore. Well, she's sitting she's sitting on the front porch with Sable. Sable's sitting on the floor. Mama Flora is rocking in the rocking chair, and they're looking at the tree, and then and the big house is like in the middle of the field. So and it's a nice sunny day. So that is the stage. Okay, I'm putting my glasses here.
Work it out.
And this is again between Mama Flora and Sable. Let's see, wade in the water, wade in the water, children, wade in the water. God's gonna trouble the waters. God's gonna trouble the waters. Mama Flora sang as she rocked back and forth in her rocking chair. I sat on the step of Mama Flora's porch close to her, listening to her as she sang the lyrics over and over. God's gonna trouble the waters. Yes, Lord, Mama Flora said quietly. Mama Flora, how you come to learn that song? I would hear it all the time when I was a little girl. I heard people sing it so much, it just stuck with me. You knows, boy, when I learned that it was a song to freedom, I just had to learn all the words and I started to you. Mama Flora, why come you never run? Child, I don't know. I reckon that old white man there put the fear in me so bad that I just never mustered up the courage to try. I don't know if I can handle being tied to no tree. She paused for a moment and continued. The days are starting to get longer and the sun is higher each noontime. It's time for you to start your journey. I was gonna miss you, Mama Flora. You the only mama I know since the white man killed mine. Mama Flora gonna miss you too, child. She pointed her old stubby finger. You see that old tree up yonder? Yes, ma'am, I see it. Master Williams tied one of my youngins to that tree before you got here. He beat my child pretty bad. He wouldn't even let me tend to him after he was done beating him. After he beat that old man, untied him and turned him on his stomach, and he throws salt on his wounds to punish him more. I cried so hard that day and prayed to God to take the hate that I felt for him away from me. Seeing your child being hurt and not being able to stop the pain just makes you feel so hopeless. What he do that for? Master Williams had a son, and he gave my Benjamin to him as a toy. That child would ride my Benjamin like he was a horse or something. My Benjamin didn't like it and pushed him off one day. That child was mad. He ran up to the house and told Master William that my Benjamin threw him to the ground. Mama Flora stopped talking for a minute and looked up in the sky with her tired eyes. She looked back at me and finished saying what she had to say. I was out in the field that day. My boy comes a running to me, but before he got the chance to tell me what happened, them white men come down and they took him over to that tree. What happened to Benjamin, Mama Flora? I dragged my beaten child here and took him in the house and tended to him till he got better. When he got better, Master Williams came and said he needed Benjamin to help him in town. I didn't think anything of it. When Master Williams came back, he came back without my Benjamin. He sold my baby, and I've never seen or heard from him again. Whatever happened to Master Williams' child? That little boy fell down some steps and died right there in that old house. Master Williams was so hurt, but on that day, he learned how I was feeling when he took my Benjamin. You think you might ever see him again, Mama Flora? I just don't know. That's been so many long years ago. Mama Flora getting old and tired and ready to rest. Mama Flora continued. A year or two after that, you come along and I took you under me. You were a sad child, and you wouldn't smile, play with the other youngins, or nothing. She smiled as she reached across and softly rubbed the side of his face with her rough, hard-working hands. But Mama Flora changed that. I looked over to I looked over to the tree Mama Flora just told me about, trying to imagine the pain that her son Benjamin was feeling when they beat him and took him away. Listen to me, child. I want you to remember everything old Joe and me told you. And if you ever run into my Benjamin, you tell him Mama Flora loves him and that I never forget him. Yes, ma'am, I sure will. We sat on the porch for a little while, not saying any word to each other. I know she was thinking about the love she still had for her long lost son. Mama Flora, how you knows when you love somebody? What do you mean, child? Like how a ma or pa love their child, or how a child love his ma or pa? No, like someone you want to be with for the rest of your life. Abigail is a good woman, and when you love somebody, you just know inside. It's hard to explain, but you just know it. Mama Flora assumed I was talking about Abigail. I didn't think I should tell her I was talking about Jacob because I didn't know if she could understand or even accept the feelings that I have for him. By now, me and Jacob had become even closer than we were before New Year's. I still didn't understand it, but I just knew that we were in love with each other. I felt it inside, just like Mama Flora said. We continued to ask ourselves how something that felt so good could be so wrong. I just love you, Mama Flora. I just didn't think I could ever love anybody again, I said, looking off. Why, child, why would you feel like you can't love nobody? You end up loving somebody and then they either get killed or taken away. Too much pain come with that. I don't even want to feel that pain again. Look at me, child, and I always want you to remember this. People always gonna come and go. Don't let that white man or any man stop you from loving somebody. When you stop loving, you might as well be dead. You see how Mama Flora still loves you just like you are my child, don't you? Yes, ma'am, I see. I stood to my feet. I won't stop loving Mama Flora. I'll be back to check on you tomorrow. And don't worry, I heard everything you said. And if I ever sees Benjamin, I will tell him you loved him. I said, and I turned to see Mama Flora's eyes closed. She was resting with her chair slowly rocking back and forth. Mama Flora, you better go on inside the house and get in that bed and get you some rest. Mama Flora didn't answer me, so I walked up to her chair and suddenly stopped rocking. Mama Flora, Mama Flora. I shook her and she didn't respond. Mama, wake up now, wake up. I tried to wake her, but her eyes still closed. I knew right then and there that she was gone. Tears filled my eyes as I sat down at her feet, hugging the both of them. I couldn't believe that just like that, she was gone. I looked up at the sky and remembered everything that she always told me. And then feeling a peace come over my soul, I knew that Mama Flora was on her way to a better place where she could feel no more pain and sadness. Mama Flora, you free now. Tell my mom and pa I said hello and that I miss him. A couple days passed. Abigail, Jacob, old Joe, and almost all the other slaves stood over the freshly covered grave with the two pieces of wood nailed together like a cross at the head of her grave. Mama Flo was resting now, and it was time for us to start our journey to freedom.